Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so we're doing Teach One Another number 7. Um,
Uh,
so did you guys have any trouble? So you talked about number 5 or something?
Um, yeah, most of it was pretty easy. I just struggled to the drawings a little bit, but I think I might have gotten it right. I just haven't actually checked yet. So the first one was pretty easy, I think, with the elk and the 68 chromosomes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't
I'm
know.
gonna
Did you
pull
guys
up the
have any hard time
questions.
with that at all?
Give me a second. Oh yeah. So first one, I tried typical. Yeah, that one was not too bad. One second.
Yeah. Um, because when it's a disomic, that's just regular,
Yeah, that's just two.
normal.
Normal
If it's
stuff.
trisomic, it has an extra one, so you'd take the 68 plus one. And then if it's monosomic, that means it's missing one, so it would be 67
Right.
if the normal is 68.
And a reciprocal translation on 5 and 17.
Yeah. So that'd be the same just because they're switching places, right? So it's
Right.
not going to actually alter the number. Like it might alter something, just not the actual number of it.
Yeah, that's some sort of mutation on it, but yeah. Okay.
Okay. Do one of you guys want to take on the second question?
Sure, I can do that one.
Okay.
Let me pull up the question real quickly. Okay. So it reads, this question concerns the human diseases that we have discussed in lesson 7. Below it's a group of terms that we have learned about recently. So part A asks which of the above terms is associated with Patu syndrome. So that's the one where it just has a trisomy at I think 18, was it?
Um, yeah. So the Pateau syndrome, that's like basically fatal, right? Right away.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to look it up. Give me a second here.
Sorry, what?
Oh yeah, okay. Trisomy in the 13. Uh, yeah, and usually it's an early death, not like 3 months. It says.
That includes that it's aneuploidy too.
So
Yeah. I got that trisomy, aneuploidy, and then non-disjunction.
So why
yeah.
is it a non-disjunction? I wrote it, but I didn't understand why.
Well, because non-disjunction is when it doesn't separate correctly, so one gamete has more chromosomes than the other.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
aneuploidy, that's when it's not the correct number. Like it's not a diploid. Like it has a um, abnormal number, if you may say.
Pretty much, yeah. Like any trisomy or monosomy would be considered an aneuploidy.
So
Yeah.
isn't aren't those all variants of non-disjunction, like the trisomy and the anesomy, because they're not separating correctly or breaking up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Mhm.
Okay. Just making sure.
Mhm. Okay, B says which of the above terms is associated with the conventional form of Down syndrome? And I wrote trisomy because it's 21, chromosome 21
Hmm.
has an extra one, which is caused by non-disjunction and aneuploidy. So basically the same as A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, C reads which of the above terms is associated with Turner syndrome? So Turner syndrome, I think, is a monosomy at the sextant chromosome, right?
Yeah, so that with the like when you have 1X,
Yep.
Yeah, when you have one
if
X.
you're a girl, you have 1X but nothing else.
Exactly, yeah. So that would be a monosomy and aneuploidy and non-disjunction. So same as A and B, except monosomy instead of trisomy.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yep, sure. Okay, it says which of the following above terms associated with Creux-de-Chat syndrome? Uh,
Um, sorry, I'm forgetting. What was Krita Chat again?
that was the one where they had like abnormal like facial development, and
Mm-hmm.
also the name comes from when they cry. It sounds like a cat or something.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think that was I wrote deletion, but let me double check. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember. It's when the P arm or the short arm. P arm is the short arm, right?
Sorry, what?
What did you say?
You know how on the chromosomes they have the P arm and the Q arm. And one is a
Mm-hmm.
long arm and the other one's a
Yeah.
short arm.
Yeah.
Which one's the long and the short? Is the P the short?
Wasn't P? Oh, I thought it was opposite. But I'm probably
I don't.
wrong.
So hold on, I'm gonna check on this line. The P was a short, but anyway, in any case.
Oh yeah, long arm is Q and short arm is P. You're
Okay.
right.
Okay. So yeah, the
Long
short arm or the P arm is deleted off the chromosome 5. So I just wrote deletion because aneuploidy means that there's a not the correct number of chromosomes, but it's still the same number of chromosomes. So,
Right.
and so therefore it's not like non-disjunction either because it was a deletion, not like the chromosomes didn't separate correctly. So I just wrote deletion.
So it's just missing one entirely.
Yeah, it's missing basically the arm parts of the 5 chromosome.
Okay.
And then
Cool.
on part E, it says which of the above terms is associated with familial Down syndrome. And I just wrote reciprocal translation because I think that's what causes it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, like all the other terms like aneuploidy and non-disjunction and monosomy and trisomy wouldn't be involved because you still have the same number of chromosomes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you guys know? Like, do you guys understand what polyploid and triploid mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's when all the chromosomes are like a triploid. Then you get that's like a human gets 3N instead.
Yeah.
All of them at the when they're gonna separate all the chromosomes like go one way, if that makes sense.
Yep. That's right. Just want to make sure that you guys knew that.
Yeah. It's just when you're getting like
I guess
you have extra sets.
to be a triploid, wouldn't that have to be in meiosis too?
I'm not sure actually.
I actually think triploid has to be like even before meiosis 1 starts because it's all the chromosomes are like duplicated twice.
But
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Because I
if all
know.
the homologous chromosomes goes to 1, you would get a quadruploid or something.
Triploid, you mean?
If it separates like that in meiosis 1.
I just
Well,
know that if you have problems in meiosis 1, they're worse typically than in meiosis 2, right? They'll be more drastic.
they're
I
more
mean, it'll kill it, but I'm just saying, in order for it to be a triploid, wouldn't that separation have to occur in meiosis 2?
I'll try and look it up.
I mean, it could happen in 1, but then just 1 has to go to the other side.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The thing is, though, we're talking about like all the chromosomes, so I think it's more likely that it's like a like the chromosomes are duplicated for like more than once, then like then every single chromosome would separate to the other side. I don't know. So honestly, like I don't know how triploidy is caused. Did you find it, Natalie?
I'm still looking,
Okay.
but you can keep going if you want.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Welcome.
What?
Oh, so you want to get number 3?
Sure.
Because I need help on this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all of these answers are like for people who aren't in a genetics class, and
What's
yeah,
that?
like, all of the answers for like where triploidy occurs, they're just really generalized, and probably just for like the general public who doesn't care specifically what are in meiosis. So anyway, but continue.
So what? Okay, so we have this paternal and maternal order of alleles. So let's see. Suppose an individual is an inversion heterozygote. Okay, so we have the inversion there on the maternal one, and the capitals is dominant, lowercase is recessive. So they replicate. So I just drew them both out as replicated,
Uh-huh.
and then so then you draw them out, and then you see they say that the synapses of prophase 1 there's a crossover at EE and FF. So the first one is just going to be a normal one because that one's not affected by the crossover.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is going to be A, B, C, D, E. And then the crossover is by the E, so it takes that from the other side and puts it over to that one. So you get F, G, H, B, A on that.
H, B. Sorry, can you explain that one more time? This one was kind of confusing to me too.
So like the crossover occurred at E and between E and F, right?
Hmm.
So like if you can see, so like here, can you guys see that?
Kinda.
I drew a
Oh,
little.
that's better.
Okay. So what happens at that point is that this takes this over here
Mm-hmm.
in some way, and that thing goes down. To produce like some eccentric and dicentric chromosomes.
Mhm.
So like it just switches spots,
Okay.
kind of.
Yeah. Hey, thanks.
I don't know if that makes sense, but
Sure, I understand like how it worked, but like I do have a question. Why doesn't it go? Okay, if you look at the paternal chromosome, okay, why did it not go A, B, C, D, E, and then it crosses over to the maternal? But why didn't it keep going right? You know what I mean? Why didn't it go A, B, C, D, E, E, D, C, I, J, K, L, M, N, O? Do you know what I'm talking about?
right.
Why does it kind of like loop back around? That's what confused me. When I first wrote the answer, I wrote like A, B, C, D, E, E, D, C, I, J, blah, 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 so on and so forth.
Yeah,
You guys know why?
that's a good question. I was probably just as confused as you on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't help you there.
So I understand that, like, going that they just kind of loop
But
around how they got the answer, but I don't understand why it can't be the other way.
couldn't it go both ways though? Like, well, yeah, like I totally see what you're saying. I wonder too, like, why wouldn't that crossover be possible?
Yeah. Yeah, I get your question. I just don't get the answer.
Hmm.
Maybe it's that it comes from has to go in a certain direction or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Same reason as that. I mean, I think I tried to look through the slides and figure it out, but maybe I should email the teacher, ask her.
Okay.
Okay. You want to go ahead and move on to part B, Milka?
Yeah, can you give me like 10 seconds?
Sure.
I don't know. I'm just trying to see if it's worded some way that we can figure that out, but yeah, I don't know. If you send her an email, please include us so that we get the answer as well.
Sure.
Um,
I'm kind of looking at the slides right now, and it's kind of saying like this inversion
right.
loop.
What's that? It's kind of what?
This inversion loop is made.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, like the rest of the questions isn't really that hard. I don't think anyone needs help on that. Right.
For which one?
For number 3. I mean, like.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Just, so. Right.
Let's see. What are the four? Which of the 4 chromosomes are expected to produce viable offspring? Yeah. In deletion, and which ones are acentric or diacentric? Okay.
Okay. Should we go to 4? Did you guys have a problem with the reciprocal translation cross?
Wait, are you talking about number 4 or number 3 right now?
4.
Oh. Translation cross.
I did. Would you guys want to help me?
I'm just looking it over and trying to bring it back to memory.
That was the kind of like that one that went that way and down that way.
Yeah, I don't like how they arranged it, honestly.
Yeah, it was kind of like a mess at the beginning. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" But, I mean, like if you look at the picture, you can figure it out. But
like I see what they're doing, and like I can repeat it, but I don't fully understand it. I mean, it's like because you can just see like in A under 4, it just takes the what is it? It's moving the GHI and the XYZ around is what it's doing. So it's just switching. It's just swapping it, right?
Yeah. So this is what I drew.
Let's see what you drew.
What's up here?
Where? Okay, sorry. Now I can see it a little better.
This stuff, the blue. I colored it as well.
Okay.
To make it clearer.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're doing.
So it says they replicated. And then you draw them out. So you have 2 normal, and then one next to one with the reciprocal translocations. And then you just have to look at that alternate segregation and adjacent and 1 and 2, what they produce. So you have to look like some of them were diagonal, vertical, or going horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I got for that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else on number 4?
No, they're the same. So
Oh, geez. I thought they wanted us to draw a picture of it. And
I thought that was for 5.
yeah, sorry, four. I thought they had wanted us to draw a picture for it. Like,
Oh, really?
For it. I want to waste your
I
time.
diagrammed the synapses. That's what I did.
I know.
I didn't. Well, I hope we weren't supposed to draw because I didn't.
No, no. Like,
I'm sure
I
you
don't-
could do it other ways, but I just had to look at it, draw it out for me to be able to visualize it.
I mean, I wrote it out, but yeah, I didn't.
I'm sure you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're okay too.
All right. And then Joachim kind of already showed what he drew for number 5, and that was you pretty much did what was on the PowerPoint, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's
So it was like the non-disjunctions and anaphase.
yeah. That's basically what I did. I mean, after a while, I switched her in because I didn't know that's what was wanted, so it took me forever to figure that out.
Well,
Yeah.
it's basically. You guys remember back in the first week that we had this class where she wanted us to draw
Yeah.
pictures? It's
Yeah.
basically the same.
Same, but with non-disjunctions.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good on that then. What about you guys?
Same here.
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. I'll stop.